coming through. Watch out, world, I'm coming through. Watch out. You've experienced life, love, lost, have no fear. Just keep pushing, be strong. Keep the faith until change comes. Strength is not how much you can never overcome and what you couldn't do alone. I'm determined to. Yeah, I'ma win, I'ma win, I'ma win. Yeah, I'ma win, I'ma win, I'ma win. I'm gone. I'ma win, I'ma win, I'ma win. Yeah, I'ma win, I'ma win, I'ma win. I'ma win, I'ma win, I'ma win. Yeah.
I'ma win, I'ma win, I'ma win. Yeah, I'ma win, I'ma win. What's up, winners? And welcome to Manifest Life with Tisha. Listen, we at the end of the year. It is the month of December. It is December. Oh my goodness, this year has gone by so fast. So I want to say thank you for all of my listeners. Hey, if you're here for the very first time, welcome. This is the show where you can say, well, not what you want to say, but you can interact with the conversation. You can type your comments. So go ahead and put your name out so I can give a shout out to you. So this is season 2, Manifest Life with Tisha. So I appreciate you all for hanging out with me on today. Go ahead and share this live. Listen, tag all of the young men that you know in your life. They are going to enjoy this show. It is going to be so epic and life-changing and fun. So if you have not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, go ahead and do it. It is Tisha Milton 8402. Be a subscriber. So this is live on Facebook as well as YouTube on today. And let's go ahead and hit Manifest with Tisha. So I'm going to go ahead and do, let me do tea time first so I can start rattling. It's tea time. It's tea time. Let me sip some of this tea before I pour some tea. Y'all see that steam? It's hot. It's real. Ooh, it's real. It's good though. But so it's time for me to toot my own horn. Listen, if you have not gotten your Manifest Life, what you call it, journal, or your Manifest Life handbook, now is a good time to go and get it. Where can you get it from? Let me put it here where you can get it. Manifest Life with Tisha. Now there is a 20% discount on all merch. Everybody say she got merch. She got merch. Go ahead and get there so you can get your 20% off. So the 20% off code that you need to put in, you got to put in this code, is Black Friday. Put in the Black Friday code, and it is good up until December 24th. Not only this, but you can get your shirts. I got them in a plastic. But the Manifest Life shirt, it comes in orange, it comes in royal blue, and it comes in purple. As y'all can see, it goes all the way from small to 2X. Yes, it is the colors of the book. So I cannot wait for you all to go ahead and go to it. Now it's time for me to get some shout outs. Let's see who's hanging out with us. Good evening, everyone. Hello, Letha. Thank you for joining us. And hello, Muchacha. However you say your name, Muchacha. CC Jones. Hey, welcome to the show. I want to go ahead and give a shout out to Nikita Calhoun. Hey, Auntie, thank you so much for coming in. I see I have 21 viewers right now. Y'all come on in and say hello. Come on and say, Y'all can't speak to me. Come on in and speak. Oh, it didn't boost up to 30. Come on and say, now is the time to go ahead and put your name in so I can know who I'm talking to. Hello, Yolanda Bailey. Hey, girl, thank you for hanging out. Hello, Sheila Akers. I appreciate you for tuning in. And who we got? Colton Webster. Is that ain't 69? Oh, okay. B9. Oh, okay. Woo. Okay. Hello to Colton Webster. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hello to my pastors here. Thank you. Good evening. Thank you so much for showing up. The missionaries in the house, missionary battles. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being a part. Listen, I appreciate you all for hanging out with us. It is going to be a great show. I don't want to hold you all long. I said I was going to give you some tea. The only tea is go buy your stuff. That's it. Go buy your stuff. Go buy your stuff. Please go support. Hey, they say support black owned businesses. I know I'm light skinned, but I'm still black. So support. All right. So let's get ready to rumble. So I keep saying so. I'm going to stop it. The name of this show is New Age Respect, Relationships, and Responsibilities. And I am going to have some feud with my nephews like never before. Like always. That's the thing. I always feud with them. Can't tell them nothing. But y'all gonna get in on what I have to deal with. Okay. So I am going to introduce them in the order they was introduced to me. I will start off with the first one. Hey, give it up for my nephew, Frank Turner. Woo!
Hey.
Hey, Frank, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm good. You have a great day today?
I did. I had a pretty busy day, but it was great.
Okay. I don't see Brandon back there. What's going on with him? He's okay, there we go. All right. So next, that's nephew number one. That's my sweet baby number one. That's Amy's baby right there. And Amy's baby number two. Now, this is not saying he was the first one, but he's the first guy. He's the first nephew. Second nephew coming to the stage is Brandon Lee Jones. Hey, Brandon. Woo! How are you, sir?
I'm good. I'm sorry. I'm a little nervous. I'm a little shy.
Boy,
That's just me. I'm just always shy and quiet.
We're not gonna start off live.
He started early.
But we locked in.
So, y'all remember when my brother Clifford Jones came on the show? This is his son. I always say Clifford Jones is my brother on my daddy's side. We have the same mama and daddy, but he is definitely on my daddy's side. So for those of you who know my daddy, you know why. All right, give it up for Brandon. Woo. Annie, sweet, baby.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Thank you for being on. And next, coming to the stage is the sweetest of them all. Well, he's the sweetest. He's the sweetest of them all. Coming to the stage, big brother Jalen. Hey, Jalen Jones.
Hey.
Jalen Jamal Jones. How are you?
J cubed.
You J cubed?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome to the stage, JQ. I appreciate you. So you all, I have three today. I have five nephews. Four of them are adults. Unfortunately, my other sweet baby, Tyrone, couldn't make it, but I'm gonna go ahead and put his name up there. Tyrone, he's on the flyer too. My sweet baby just couldn't be on there today. But hey, we're gonna still talk about him. We're gonna still talk about him, but Here are my nephews. Woo! Here
Mhm.
are my nephews. Here's look at that's his mama talking about Tukey. That's what we call him.
Cookie
Tyrone
man.
Tukey Turner is his name. But so he is here with us. So I appreciate all of you for coming in. So we have to let the people know who we working with here. So I have one question that's going to let people know who you are. Okay? And one answer. So I would like to know, we would like to know, what is your theme song? If you had a theme song to describe you, what would it be? We're going to start, Frank, we're going to start with you because you look like you in deep, 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 deep thought. What's your thing? Hey, can I tell y'all mine?
Yeah, let's hear
Absolutely.
yours.
Let's hear it.
Why y'all think of yours? Mine is, she's the bad Velma Jamma.
Boom, boom, boom. Okay.
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 Fine she can be.
Okay.
Hey, boom, boom, boom. So when that come on,
Mm-hmm.
y'all gotta look for Amy. Okay, because
Noted.
that's it. Okay. All right. So Frank, come on. Let's give yours.
I feel like I got multiple, but my number one theme song gotta be "Too Long" by King George.
Too long. Can't
Okay.
stay too long.
I can't stay too long. I got to get in. I got to get out, baby.
Ooh, what?
Mm-hmm.
So I have to tell you, I was talking to your uncle and your daddy, and I was telling them, I was like, I'm gonna ask them this. They want to know what you gonna ask them. I said, I'm gonna ask them this. And Uncle Tim said, Frank, your song was gonna be Jesus is on the main line. So I hope Tim is watching so he can know your song is not Jesus is on the main line. But that's a good one, though. All right, come on, Brandon. What's your song?
After just going into deep thought with it, I'm thinking I'm gonna say Pastor Cavassier Part 2, Busta Rhymes.
Oh,
Not a bad choice. Not a bad
Mm-hmm.
choice.
I don't know that song. What?
You gotta check it out. You gotta check it out.
It's an easy listen. I'll
It's an
say.
easy listen.
What's some of the words? What the words say?
Okay, now
Pastor Cavassier.
Pastor
That's what,
Cavassier.
oh, see, that's what I'm talking about right there. That's the one I'm talking about.
Here
This
we
is
go.
not that type of show. And Lord, and look at Deja laughing.
Mm-hmm.
We all don't know what.
What is that?
I know, Deja. I don't know. Like, okay, let us pray. Okay, Jalen, please. Who said
I think
that's his voice?
I'm gonna bring it down to earth a little bit with a recent favorite of mine. I'm gonna say Donny Hathaway. Someday we'll all be free. That's my choice.
Oh, come
Look at
on,
him being
man.
wholesome.
See, that's why he does.
There you go.
That's
I
my.
like that one. I like that one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, can you hit it? No, you can't say the word.
Someday we'll all be free.
That's good, Jayla.
Wow.
That was
Good
good.
job, sweet baby.
You got Donny Hathaway on here?
That was good.
Okay, all right. Somebody said that marine shirt explains it all on that.
Oh,
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
So let's be serious for a minute. So let's tell
All right.
On your professional work, what do you do? What you all are some entrepreneurs and got some great things going on. Brandon, let's go ahead and start with you. Can you redeem yourself? Like what?
so my occupation, I'm a Marine. Okay. Okay. Right now I am a Marine recruiter. So what I do, my day to day is just, talking to young men and women and just helping them use the military to, change their lives and see if it's something for them. And as well as just family man on the side. That's a job in itself.
Yes, sir.
And, I'm just a big family man.
Okay,
Absolutely.
great. Sounds good.
Yes, sir.
Frank, too. What about you? What you
I'm
do?
also a family man. I'm a father first.
Uh-huh.
Second, I am a worship leader. I am also a project manager for my dad's construction company, and I also own a dumpster company. So I have a couple of things rolling at the
Awesome.
same time.
Entrepreneur. That's it. Give me
Yes,
$20.
ma'am.
Absolutely.
Now I got, I got.
What you got going? What you got going?
I am a pest control technician for a family business with my dad, and I go out there and I take care of all the bugs in the local Nashville, Tennessee area. Out here
Okay.
clearing them out for the community, getting rid of
Yes, sir.
all the pests, mice, all that.
Mm,
Okay.
be gone.
Businessmen. Look,
Yes,
Hmm.
this is
sir.
what I have around me. I have businessmen around me. So I
That's right.
They can learn something. They can learn something for real.
Hmm.
okay. Let's see what they saying. Let me see. Let me see what these comments saying. Um, okay, they say that's good, Jalen, and you redeem yourself, Brandon. Okay, very good. I appreciate
Hmm.
that. Thank you so much. All right, so let's get into it. These questions. Let's start with respect. Okay. All right. So I want to know when you think about the word respect, what does that look like to you now compared to when you were a child? Now you all don't have to answer this, but the first one want to say something about it. What does respect look like to you now compared to when you were a child?
Hmm.
Who
So
go?
I'm just gonna go ahead and jump in. So for respect, just think of as a child.
Mhm.
Um, I've always just been brought up respectfully, and this is yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, no, sir. So we've already been brought up about that. But growing up, I would say knowing the reason why you would give someone respect first because you want that same thing in return, right? So you're
Mhm.
gonna give respect and you'll get respect, and then it's just respect. You give respect to people who you look up to, the people you love, the people in positions, and you just basically we want to reciprocate the same thing onto yourself. So I mean, I feel like respect is going to be something that we always growing up, and then as I'm growing up, I've learned to I understand it more, see a little bit, and see why somebody should even get that respect or why they deserve it in the first place.
Mhm. Anybody else want to chime in on that?
I think of respect, especially in childhood, as like a survival tool,
Okay.
um, to definitely ease stress on the parent as they guide you through life
Uh-huh.
and into adulthood. The same kind of strategy for definitely, I think it influences other people's impressions of you.
Okay.
So definitely, to piggyback on what Brandon said,
Mhm.
definitely want to put out what you want back. So
Right.
there is definitely a useful tool to be respectful.
Great. Great. Great.
Yeah, and to piggyback on what they're saying, absolutely growing up, it was instilled. The yes
Mhm.
ma'am, like Brenda said, the yes ma'am, the no ma'am, the yes sir, no sir type of thing. And respecting your elders, yes, absolutely. And as I've become older, it's been deemed the same way, yes, but dealing with people in certain situations, it can be challenging,
Okay.
in a sense to where it's like, it's tested because at some point as you're getting older, it's like you're still being looked upon as a child much rather than as an adult, so that there's kind of like a head knocking in between there. But like Brendan said, it always goes back, what's given, it's what's going to be given back.
Right. And to my audience, go ahead and feel free to respond to their comments, ask questions as we go through it. We're in this love together. We're in this together. So we're gonna talk about it. Now, gentlemen, this is what I want to know. Now that you're an adult with your own, you have your own place, some of you have your own kids. Do you feel like You should be able to do what you want to do because you're an adult. Let's say like, cuss in front of whoever whoever you want to cuss in front of because you're an adult. Do you feel like that's something you should do? You should be able to do. Like
Well,
cuss.
well,
Uh-huh.
respect. When that doesn't. There's no age limit on respect, right? You're doing it regardless of how old you are, how young you are. You giving respect regardless. So if you respect that person and they don't want you to cuss around them, then you gonna try your hardest
Mhm.
not to cuss. Amen.
Amen.
You better, Frank.
Mhm.
You know, yeah, what Brandon said, but no, I don't think because I've gotten older that it kind of gives me any leeway. No, but some rooms with certain people, there we have that relationship to where we can have certain conversations, and others no. But it just depends on the person with me.
Yeah, and to piggyback off that one, definitely. Do I feel like because I'm an adult now, I can kind of say I do have that autonomy too. Is it wise? Maybe not in every situation, but yeah, there's definitely situational to where you get to
Yeah.
determine that level of respect for someone. But
Yeah,
I
but
do think that everyone is intrinsically like deserving of respect, just being
Mhm.
a
that's
person. Absolutely.
man,
But
that's what, but
it
what, Brandon?
if no, I was just gonna piggyback again because we all
Hmm.
leapfrogging.
Hmm.
What I was gonna say is that if getting older, if you feel like that is gonna change how you were acting when you're younger or respect factor of it, then you really didn't respect that person in the first
Right.
place anyway. So that the respect isn't something that y'all just go around. No,
You do,
That,
Deja.
they say, do y'all cuss around each
not
other?
that I can
I
recall.
I can't say that I have personally.
No, Jalen,
I,
I have never.
Yeah,
Jalen,
I genuinely don't think I've ever done that before. Gonna
Jalen,
keep it
I
stacked
have
there.
never heard
What about
respect
Brandon?
or
Now,
given.
Brandon,
I don't think I've heard it. Not that I recall off the top of my
because
head.
I always
You haven't
slip.
heard what? You haven't
Yeah,
heard
all the
what?
time.
I don't know. Y'all think about who y'all think about?
You, the baby shower.
Mm-mm.
But yeah. Okay. So this is like, and I think it depends on the elder and what their expectations are. If they cussing with you, oh Lord,
Which
that
is
don't give.
what kind of goes along with what I was
With
saying,
the absolutely
It depends.
What
depends
about
on the
the
person.
old saying, "Do as I say, not as I." Y'all don't. That don't roll.
That one never resonated with me personally. I'll say.
Okay. Daphne says, "What about Frank? You quiet."
me. What? I need more. What was I quiet about?
The cussing
I think
part.
it was on the Andy
The
Kesson
cursing.
part.
Oh yeah, I don't.
Hmm.
That's
You don't
not
roll with
me.
that. You don't roll
I
with
can't
But
even think off the top of my head. I can't even think of any curse words. Mm,
I just like to put it like it be the two light skinned kids.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
don't go here. Don't. I'm like your daughter. Don't start. Okay. So let's think about this. When it comes to the older generation, generations older than you all, do you feel that you are respected? Or let's say your generation. Do you think the older generations respect your generation?
um,
I would say the vast majority. Like, am I speaking as an individual or as like the ones that's like along the same age as me?
They're along the same age as you. Or you can speak either way. You can say as
Okay.
an individual,
Yeah.
you can say that. Mhm.
As an individual, I believe yes, because of how and I think that goes back to like your first question of how I was brought up. So that respect level is already mutual. So that's
Right.
why I feel like it is with my older generation of family members. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would say it's hard to say. Just because generationally, older generations, they, I mean, this you can really never tell. Just with younger generations, some people respect, some people don't.
Mhm.
So it's case by case. I can't think of many times where I felt disrespected by the older generation.
Right.
So I would say just generally, I don't think so.
Um,
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Jay.
I was gonna say, yeah, I feel like I can only speak from personal experience too. I can't say that. And then also, if you're asking like just like the basis of respect being just on the generational difference, like I can't say that I've experienced anything like that. And then most of my elders are
And
respectful towards me as I am to them.
I'm going to add to that that perhaps you have not felt disrespected because you have not been disrespectful.
Right.
And I think that's a misconception of this generation. They demand something that they're not willing to give. And they think they're owed it, like, just because I'm me, you should respect me. But no, you have to act in a respectful way in order to receive it. Because respect is something that's quite different from love. Like,
Right.
Hmm.
love is you just love people whether they love you or not. Respect, it doesn't work quite that way. You can't be disrespectful and then be respected all at
Right.
the same time. It doesn't, work like that. It has to go hand in hand where you give, and then you become honorable of the
Hmm.
respect that you give. And I think that's something, with being around your generation and even the younger generation, I think we're losing more and more as the generations go by of what respect is and how to get it.
Yeah,
Um,
I agree
Hmm.
because I believe this newer generation thinks everything is a one-way street, not two ways.
mhm.
And that's right with what you're saying, because that respect thing is just going it's gonna pass this way and it's gonna pass that way.
Right,
Much rather than love is just gonna pass one way. No matter what you do, what you say, I'm gonna love you anyway, you
right.
know. But
Hmm.
with that respect deal, if you stop here and don't make it all the way down my street, there's no way I'm gonna make it down your street.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
so this generation, in which I believe is absolutely exactly like Auntie Keith said, they feel like they're entitled to absolutely everything.
Right.
And I feel
I'm
like,
curious here too. Sorry if I could interject.
yeah, go ahead.
I'm wondering because I noticed that we're using respect pretty like a binary. So I'm like, is that how everyone views respect? Is it a binary thing, or is there a spectrum to it? How do y'all define respect?
You're talking to
Because
them.
I was thinking of the example, kind of everybody here, because if we're going to be using it
Okay.
kind of around here, because like you had mentioned like that respect is somewhat of an earned thing, and that you just don't get respect out of the gate intrinsically. Like so does that mean that they are deserving of disrespect, or what's the neutral term to that if it's not?
Not necessarily that they're deserving of disrespect.
Mhm.
It's just when it comes to certain things, I don't owe it to you. For example, let's use the
Mhm.
customer part and me, right? So when it comes to, if you all decide that that cussing is something that you want to do or whatever, because you have the respect for me, that's not something you're going to do in front of me, right?
Right.
So it's
Mhm.
almost like you can give it to me because I don't disrespect you all. So I don't cuss you out like that. So why would you want me to not cuss in front of you when you cussing me out? You know what I'm saying? So not saying
Mhm.
that it has to go exactly like that. I'm just giving an example. And it's not so much as you deserve to be disrespected, but there's a level of respect that I wouldn't give you. Because of the way that you act in the disrespectful ways that you have. And that means if if I'm always cussing all the time and always saying this, then you like, I don't owe you that.
Right.
So I can say what I want to say. I can, and it's not like I'm respecting you, because I don't see it as disrespect. I just see it as something that I don't owe you. So what's this, Coco? They aren't deserving of respect, but they are deserving of honor. If they're come on in here, the elder.
That's good.
I like that.
That's
You
I like
good.
sound
that
like an elder. Come on over here with us. All right. Okay. So and Jalen, I chose respect as a title
one.
to focus on, because I know with your generation, I've been in the education system for a long time, so I've seen different generations. Oh, that don't even sound right to me, but I've seen different
Don't tell your
generations
age.
and how it goes, and I see how there's just a disrespect is first of all, it's not common. People don't really know what it entails, and people don't know how to give it nor to receive it.
Right.
Yeah, people don't know a lot of people don't know what respect is or what it looks like,
Right.
what it sounds like.
Agreed.
So
And then
speaking
in terms
of
of that, how do you know if you don't know what respect is? How do you know if you're
that,
being
yeah,
disrespectful?
hmm that's true. So I want to know, so something that older people do that you all think that is ridiculous, but you pretend to respect in front of them. Like, what's something, and this may be like a family thing or something, or what is something older people do that y'all think is so ridiculous, but you respect it anyway? If you can think,
I'm gonna go because I got one right off the top of my head.
okay,
I'm gonna say older generations complaining about younger generations.
Yeah, that was mine. Oh,
Like you wasn't the one teaching this younger generation. So the accountability aspect of it. But then I just, you know what I
okay,
mean?
I like that because I like where you're going with that because I must say the same thing. And then in that other aspect of them looking at us a certain kind of way as if they've never acted that same way once before.
yeah, yeah, we do have selective memory about, yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Hmm.
Um,
yeah,
That's mine.
hypocrisy is a big one.
what
The
we said again?
hypocrisy of it.
It's
I
the
was saying
hypocrisy.
the hypocrisy
Yeah,
of it.
it is.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
what do y'all think is one, if you can think of one, what is one misconception that you think the older generation have concerning you all in your generation? What's one? If you can think of a misconception, like they think we this, but that's just
Lazy.
a misconception.
Lazy.
Lazy, they think y'all
Lazy for
lazy.
sure.
What is it?
Would you say?
What is it?
I mean, you are
Just
you
just
agreeing?
where older generations are saying this younger generation is lazy, as in more of they don't have to, maybe I don't know, maybe it's like not having to work for a lot of things, or they feel like they've been handed down everything, or cutting corners because of easy access, I guess, to the world using, through social media and stuff like that. When it's I feel like it's more of, definitely we just have different struggles. It doesn't mean that we're lazy. It's just some of the struggles that y'all had or that older generation had is
Yeah,
different from the
fix
struggles
that.
that younger generation has.
Fix
So
that,
it's
y'all.
different. Hmm?
Fix that, y'all have.
I wasn't saying y'all, I was saying as y'all generational, the generations.
Them.
Who?
You making me an
Older
old.
generation. The older
Yeah, yeah.
generation.
What?
Oh man.
So, I talk about y'all all the time. So, I have to say something that I've fallen prey to with you all, with the amount of access that you all have. So I talk about you with the different access and the things that you all do. So I'm gonna give an example. So there was a time where we had dinner, and Brandon, y'all may not know this. So we had dinner at my house, right? And it was some good food, right? And Frank made a plate. And Frank left his plate at my house. So he wanted it so badly, but Frank lived like he lived like 35, 40 minutes away from me. Do you know this dude? I don't know if it was Uber or DoorDash. He sent
Uber.
the Uber to my house. Call me and say, hey, the Uber outside. For me to put the plate
Put the
inside
plate in the car,
Uber,
baby.
and the Uber drove him the plate. I'm like, what kind of ridiculousness is this? Like,
Just using technology to the fullest, you know?
yes, that was CC. I couldn't believe it. I was like, you paying, like you put it in your phone for Uber to drive from wherever they was to come over here to get this plate of food as if it was the last meal on
I was gonna
earth.
say, I mean,
You could have
what
just
was the
asked your
meal?
Andy. You could have just asked Andy to bring it to you.
Wasn't gonna
That would
do
have been
it.
easier
Do it.
for free.
It wasn't. I don't think I would have did it.
He wasn't
but, you
doing
know.
it.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
us
know.
old folk, we ain't doing it.
And I didn't feel like driving.
Oh,
Got to
man.
utilize my resources.
Yeah,
So and that's
Look, there it is, Coco.
That's so restorative. So
that is one way to use your resources. You know, that's one way to do it.
I have to give a shout out tonight to Bird. So Denitra, her name is Denitra. I have to give a shout out to her tonight because she did that same thing for me. Let me tell you what happened this night. On this night. So she had called me to talk about something else, but while she called me, I was just coming in the house. And it was right at 7:00. And you know, I come on at 8. I was just getting in the house and I had put it in my phone to remind me to go get me another mouse, wireless mouse. Because for some reason the USB came out of the side of the computer and I didn't know it until yesterday. So I was like, oh my goodness, I don't have it. I need to go buy me a mouse tomorrow. I put it in my phone. When I saw it on the phone, I was like, okay, I can't go right now, but I'm gonna go. And I forgot. So when I get here, I'm on the phone with her. And she was like, you don't have time to go get one? I was like, I do not have time. She was like, oh, okay, I got you. I'm gonna DoorDash or either Uber you a mouse at 7:00. Listen, at 7:23, this mouse was at my doorstep. So the first thing I thought about was you in that place. Like, oh my God. Like
It's
we
close.
didn't have
Absolutely.
access to do something like that. So I thank God for it.
Mhm.
I thank God for that DoorDash or whatever, Uber, whatever she used. And I'm like, girl, let me cash out you. She said, no, I'm gonna need you one day. So let me just go ahead and do this for you. So listen, so I cannot, so that is a misconception that I had, like you, because I feel like you all just misuse some things when you're supposed to do. But I feel like maybe if I had access back in the day, I would do the same thing. Dear elders, don't have to go in the store no more.
You ain't got to
Don't.
go in the store no more.
Mm-mm.
Don't. And
Stores at your fingertips.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
yeah. So she said, that's lazy. Just go get it.
Now, mama.
All right. So we're still talking about respect, but I really want to go into family and relationships. Okay. There's going to be two parts to this relationship, but I want to start off with family. In regards to generation, do you think your generation communicates better or worse than the previous generation?
I don't even have to think of that when I say absolutely worse.
Worse.
Tell me why.
The lack of communication now, it just seems like it kind of ties into what Brandon was saying at first. Like some things, some people just feel like they just shouldn't have to say. Like it's almost mind-boggling to where people think you should be able to read their minds on what the next move is going to be, much rather than just simple communication will help clear a path and clear a line on what the next objective, agenda, task, whatever it may be, is just set forth right there. But much rather than that, it's just like you should have picked up on the fact that this is what was going to happen. No.
Yeah, y'all focus on vibes too much when y'all don't.
Exactly.
First of all, it's not vibe, it's a spirit. Let's just get that clear. It's a spirit, it's not a vibe, it's a spirit that's connected to it. But y'all focus so much on the spirit's vibes that you are moved on a vibe and not on a reality of something just because I feel this. Oh, this making me feel some type of way. It's like, what? Y'all have changed a whole sentence into a word and think y'all really have said something.
I honestly think that's the generation under us. We kind of like in the middle,
I don't even know
Okay.
what we're talking
you know. I think that's the generation after us that's doing all the,
It's
not,
Gen Zs.
yeah.
So what
We
y'all
don't
millennials?
No, man.
Gen Z.
You
Gen
Gen
Z.
Z. Yeah.
What are you? You Gen Z?
All of
Frank?
us are Gen Z. Frank is also in Gen Z. He's just at the end of it. He's granddaddy
It's
Gen
fine.
Z.
Yeah,
He's at the start.
he Gen Z one.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. So y'all really ain't got okay. Y'all really ain't
Yeah, the newest generation is Gen Alpha.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I would say, I guess to piggyback off Deja, because I think there's a lot more to it in terms of the communication deficit, or because I wouldn't say it's a deficit for everyone, of course, not across the board, but
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
definitely in schooling, because all of this it's taught. So I would say there's just a large amount of people that just don't know how to communicate properly because they haven't seen good communication, or
So I want to
have
say,
the ability to learn about it properly, or the time even.
Correct.
so
So
I want to say real
okay.
quick. I want to say the difference between the our family, the older generation, our family, and our generation is that, especially social media has something to do with it. Is that we see all our family on social media, and then we think that we got an insight on their life. Now we know what's going on because we see what they got going on social media. Okay, so now we don't need to communicate because we already know what's going on. And
Uh-huh.
for the older generation, they didn't have that. You
Right,
need to be together to know what's going on, right? Or you need to go stop, check by to know what's going on. So it kind of forces you to be together, right? And
right,
then that just being together, obviously, that's going to build strong relationships. It's kind of hard to build a strong relationship on the phone, right? You got
right,
to do it in
right.
person. So I would say that the social media definitely holding us back that way.
Absolutely.
And then Nikki says it's the technology. It's a reward and a
Hmm.
curse. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Cece was saying that vibe and energy. That energy. I wish they just stopped saying energy.
Yeah, that word throws me for a loop.
It
It's
is pretty vague. It's
Yeah.
very vague.
what is a family belief or habit that you refuse to carry to the next generation with your children?
Hey, spanking.
Spanking. Oh, really?
Hmm. But I don't know. First off, because I might have to at that,
Okay.
but I feel like that can't always be the fallback. Right? There's got to be some. You got to get creative with it with the parenting. Um, but I don't know. That's probably something that I probably won't use as much. Just because I got a lot of whoopings and they didn't really do nothing. So you got to mix it up a little bit. I
I
would say that.
know it didn't even do nothing.
Then,
Like,
Wow.
just stress relief.
Oh
wow.
no.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what we want right there. Hey,
Oh,
no, they
man.
said it didn't even, when you whooped them, it didn't do a thing. That's what they say.
That's crazy, bro.
You beat them for no reason. Yeah, and Rosa saying she agreed. Um, yeah, 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 yeah. Is it anything
That's a
else?
huge
So
one.
you won't spank your kids. So you say right now until you have them.
Right.
Hmm. I'll let you know. I'll get back to you.
Okay, okay.
Mhm.
Your mama. Shoot.
Yeah.
It didn't work. Okay. What about Frank? You have kids, so what is a one thing that we got that you refuse that was taught to you that you refuse to?
I wouldn't say taught. It was more so like picked up on
Okay,
fussing.
fussing.
Yeah, the raising your voice and the talks, because that can carry on a whole different type of way with like insecurities. Certain people not want to speak up in certain environments because they don't know what the response will be. It's just that goes a long way down the road. So that's something I would not want to instill on my kids coming.
Yeah. Teach that emotional regulation right
Yeah,
there.
Come on in.
Definitely, I feel like having a voice at home is important because
absolutely,
then you'll have a voice everywhere else.
absolutely.
I
Yep.
love it.
Mhm.
Coco say lie's not a cuss word. So Coco, that was mine. Like that's something I just did not agree with. That it was a cuss word. Um, so, but I tell my
100%.
child, you can't say it in front of
Respect.
don't
Yeah.
say it in
Respect.
front
Right.
of
That's respect.
but it's not a cuss word to me. It's baby. That's one of them commandments. And if you keep doing it,
Yeah.
liars will be running on that great. Y'all don't even know that song, y'all.
Yeah, I'm real unfamiliar, Annie. I'm sorry.
I do.
Yeah, I don't.
All right. What's necessary when you talk to the kids? Okay. All right.
Right, and that's key right there. But she's saying talk, not fuss. So
Right.
there's a difference
Mhm.
between the two. Yeah,
Mhm.
Oh, that's enough. Drinks go
drinks
with
go.
dinner. That's enough.
Eat your
That is
food, dude. Eat your
definitely
food. I know
Oh
that's right.
no.
That's going on for real.
Coco
I
is
like
my
that one.
cousin. So
I like that one.
Yeah,
I don't even understand how that came to
yeah.
into
I
play. Like you got to eat your food first and then drink. Like,
yeah, I
but it's
couldn't do it
caught
that way.
right here in my throat. Like,
Right,
what?
So you better wash it down with some food.
right.
Um. So I really want to go into Bobby. Can we talk about Bobby? Is
Hmm.
that all
We
right?
can.
All right. So Bobby is my mother, their grandmother. For those of you who don't know, Bobby is a Jewish, I think it's a Yiddish language, but from the Jews, but it's a Yiddish language that Bobby means grandmother in a Yiddish,
Hmm.
Yettish. So that's where the term Bobby come from. And so they call her Bobby. Um, so I haven't had a chance to talk to you all about this. So during her transition, it's like we started off, and you all got a chance to see her take her last breath. Um, so during the time when we was at the hospital, this is for the audience. There was a transition part, and it can only be 4 people in at one time. So it started off with her 4 children, and then her 4 oldest grandchildren, got a chance. So it was these 3, and then my niece. Um,
I wasn't present. I
Yeah,
wasn't
it
there.
was
Yeah, it
Tyrone.
was
Brandon
Tyrone.
was
It
present
wasn't
with
Tyrone.
her.
Brandon.
Okay,
Yeah,
Brandon, you wasn't there. Okay,
yeah.
thank you for clearing that up.
Mhm.
Was that a good idea for us to do?
I felt like it was an honorable mention for sure. Y'all
Okay.
did not have to do it, but y'all choose to
Yeah,
do it. And
I would. Yeah, go ahead.
go ahead, Jay. No, go ahead.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna say I don't know if I necessarily can answer that one if it was like a good idea. Of course, I would agree it was an honor to be able to see her off in that way and share those final moments. But yeah, I mean, of course, if y'all wanted to at the time, and if y'all needed that, then absolutely.
But
That
was
was
it a good? It was good for you all um, to experience? I mean, was it something that you all feel like I'm glad I got a chance to do it, or is it like, man, I wish I didn't have to do that? I mean, I know you didn't wish you had not to,
Mhm.
since you were
No, yeah,
opportunity.
I would say I jumped toward the opportunity for that one. Yeah, I definitely wanted to see her in her final moments
Yeah, and
and get
So,
that last bit of time with her.
I
mhm,
agree with that. And then because of the roller coaster we went through and then the conversation from the house to that moment, I wouldn't
Mhm.
say I wasn't prepared to be in
right,
there. And the
right.
fact that y'all decided to come out to let us be, I
Mhm.
definitely wanted to be there. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So to give the audience more information, so my mom had a trust already in place, and she had a section about her medical things that, so she had, she didn't want this and didn't want that. It was all written. And when we found it and found out, um, we had to prepare ourselves for that. So, but since that day, how has your life changed? Or how did that affect you to where it changed you? Of course, um, not having her, but what else has that done for you in your life to experience that closeness and lose it?
Hmm. I can't lie because I don't think I've fully just, and I'm just being transparent. I'm not fully over the fact.
Yeah,
Like it's
yeah,
just kind of like still a walking cycle,
right,
And there was a point in time when I kind of just had a moment, and that moment just was just like, wow, simply because that was my all in one. Like I don't care what was going on, a phone call away, a text message away, whatever it was, she
hmm,
was there. So it's been a bit of a up and downhill journey. I can't say I've gotten on a direct straight path with it, but
hmm,
it's just one of those type of things. I really don't even have a straight answer for it. It's
right.
just
I
like
get it. I get it.
you know,
Yeah, I would say for me in the moment it was a very surreal kind of experience. Like even in the hospital with her, to seeing the transition to the funeral, all that after. I mean, of course, I'd say death is it's a good reminder. Everything is finite, adds meaning to the time that I'm here to
Hmm.
make the most of things. And I wouldn't say it's like something that I've fully kind of unpacked, I guess. Like, because I feel like every time I revisit it, there's something else that comes with
Right,
age
right,
and
yeah,
revisiting
right,
yeah.
right.
those
Hmm.
moments. So,
Hmm.
yeah.
So, if I can ask you all, so what is a habit or a mindset, or even a skill that you have today because of her?
Hmm.
I would say just drive for sure.
Okay.
Always getting after something, not really having excuses or letting walls that's in the way be a factor into what my goals are. I
Hmm.
would say just because of the example that she gave me, it gives me a reason to be more purposeful and to go after my goals and do what I want without making any excuses for myself pretty much.
Good, good.
I have to agree with Brandon on the drive, and also just staying focused and prioritizing what's important. Simply because she didn't waste time doing nothing. If she was doing it, she had a meaning for what she was doing it for.
Hmm.
So just staying focused at those specific things that I do have prioritized or tasks that I do want to get marked off.
So, yeah, I definitely like the drive answer. And she definitely driven. I'd say my money habits, though, started with her. She
Yeah.
got me on my saving kick.
Right.
Uh, you know, take that 70 out of a dollar, and that's you.
Yeah.
Right.
Um, but yeah, that and definite drive is a big one. I think back to a conversation that she told me about pretty much following my own plan and don't follow no one else's plan. And even if you're selling peanuts, be the best peanut salesman
Right.
out of the world, and it'd be your plan. Definitely, which I feel like is almost somewhat of a piggyback of some Grandma Lockett game. Love, money, trust, you learn it out of your own canoe kind of deal.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, definitely a lot learned from that woman.
Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you all so much for even going back down there and allowing discussion to be made. I think it's important. And the reason why I wanted to ask you all that, I think it's important because just like older people, young people experience death too. They have to experience loss. Um, so they need to know how to process it. They need to know how to bounce back. They need to know, um, how to keep moving and go forward and learn from it. Your mom says, I definitely see Bobby's drive, business acumen, confidence, and all of her grants. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I agree. I agree. So thank you all for talking about that. I want to move. I want to still talk about relationships, but I'm not gonna let y'all
Mm-hmm.
off the handle. I'm not gonna let y'all go. I want to talk about relationships with a mate.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So but this is the most, so this is what I've learned has become very important that we don't talk about. So I want to know how important it is to you. When you think about relationships, how important is emotional intelligence to you?
Is a
Big
definite
part.
tier 1 item.
It's a
It's
Mm-hmm.
like yeah, that's
That's I
high
mean, that's just
priority.
gonna help it last. Having
So tell me
emotional
why
intelligence.
though. So I'm gonna start with Jay because you spoke first. So you said tier one. Tell me why
Mm-hmm.
emotional intelligence is tier one for you.
This is going to be someone that you spend the most time with in your life, and it is, I would say, it's wise to definitely be able to navigate conflict and emotional tension that naturally comes with being with somebody that closely for that amount of time, because this is going to be potentially a business partner, lover, friend,
Right.
uh, your everything partner, pretty much. Y'all gonna do a lot of work together, and if anything that you're going to be putting out as a result of that work is going to be worth anything, it's definitely going to come from good collaboration, which I think is developed in a relationship. That's where you're even developing your emotional intelligence skills through that
So
collaboration.
okay, great. Even in this relationship, should a man be financially set before he proposes, or the woman needs to bring half to the table?
That's a conversation that you need to have before that you into it. I
Yeah,
mean,
I think.
because if this is something that you feel like, okay, if you want to, you already know I'm not financially stable, and this is something that we got to build together, then we can do that. Right. But that's a conversation that we need to have before, or vice versa.
No, I ain't talking
Um,
about that. I'm talking about, so the way it goes, should the man already have, so let me go deeper. So what I'm asking is, should the man already have a house? He already have his finances set in place, or should he already have everything that they need? Or is it the responsibility of both to where the woman should be able to bring half to the table?
I wouldn't necessarily say
it
it's
doesn't
the
necessarily have
response.
to work that way.
Yeah, I wouldn't
It,
say it would have to be the responsibility of the woman, but I
Mhm.
don't think the man should just 100% come all the way well prepared either if you're trying to build. Because then at that particular point, you're adapting to what I already have. We didn't get none of this together. I came with it. So there's always going to be a divider right there because this is already mine. You're just coming a part of it. much rather than us having all of this and working together, and then we're going forward. So I specifically don't, you know, I don't think it should be that way. My personal opinion, no.
Okay,
I think
interesting.
it would be cool,
Yeah.
but it's not realistic at all. Then nobody
Right.
would get married if that was the
Come
case.
on in here. Okay, so
Yeah. I
let's
was,
talk
yeah.
about the reality of it. Thank you. Thank you for hitting that part. It should, but the reality, if it doesn't come out like that, then okay, I'll accept that. I'll accept that. So I'm gonna back up. I'm gonna back up off the. I'm gonna pump the brakes on that. Let's move to responsibility. um, Tell me something that hit your life when it comes to responsibilities. Like you thought it was gonna be all this, and you felt like the adults was exaggerating about until it hit you. Like, boom! I thought they was just playing. I didn't know it was gonna be like this.
To be honest, I didn't know what. I don't know. I don't know what to expect. But it hits and you like, oh, okay, that's what that is.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't know if it's a specific thing. Um, but I mean,
I,
but for me, being in the military, there's not a lot of things that I had to worry about. So my experience is gonna be different from these other gentlemen. So um,
Mhm.
I really, to be honest, I really haven't had to do a lot of growing up. I guess financially, there's not a lot of things that I had to worry about there.
I would honestly say that credit thing. Like when you go through them situations and then, them late payments and missed payments and you see how that affect you in a different way, then you be like,
Right,
oh, this is what they was talking about.
Mhm.
Yeah,
right.
because I really feel like within our community, that's something that's not taught, but it's learned, and then I think it's learned at the last minute. So
Mhm.
it's like a pickup game from
Mhm.
there, much rather than you
If
going
learned
out
it
in the
all.
world, knowing about
Yeah. I would say just the amount of self-learning that you have to do.
Hmm.
I guess even after coming out of school, like the amount of information that you gotta, learn about on your own, even when it comes to like health, wealth, um, career,
Hmm.
Yeah.
things like that. The amount of initiative that you have to take yourself versus it all just kind of being there was somewhat of a surprise.
it.
That's
Agreed.
good. They just said who.
Deja must be saying to that conversation we just passed from. That's the only thing she's saying to.
Back up off of. So this is what I want y'all to think about. Now that you're an adult, is there a like a secret adult cheat code that you've discovered? Like something that you figured out, like, oh, okay, this is a cheat code. Keep it legal though. Legal, 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 legal.
If
Is
y'all know
there
what, tell me right now.
ah
I said if they know
Yeah,
what, tell me right now.
I could use some game too.
I was like I said earlier, just the military. There's not a lot of things that I have to worry about. Medical, I never seen a medical bill or dental bill. I don't even know what those look like. I mean, it's just something like that.
so I
Never
got a
missed a
cheat
paycheck,
code.
7 years.
I got a cheat code that Bobby taught me. Your Bobby taught me. Um, and that was to get a CD. I'm sure she told y'all to go
Mhm.
buy a
Mhm.
Hmm.
CD. And when you need some money, you borrow from yourself,
Yeah,
right?
I've done
Mhm.
that with the security. Like, when she told me about that with the loan thing, borrow money from yourself and all of
Right.
that. I did it that way. I wouldn't
Right.
necessarily
Mhm.
say it's a cheat
So
code,
I
because you
so
Mhm.
I got that one, and I figured out one for myself.
okay.
Um, so people, if I want my audience, if you have some adult cheat codes, I want y'all to put them in the chat right quick. So we're going on some adult cheat codes. So there is one, and I learned this um, from needing some extra money, right? So let's say you have a bank account and you have overdraft protection. right? On your ATM card, you go to the ATM machine and you withdraw some money and they'll give it to you. And then you'll have to pay that $35 fee plus the money you bought. But then that's when you get your check. The bank gonna take their money first. But instead of going to borrow money from someone else, you borrow it from yourself by going to pull that money out the ATM and then pay that 35. You don't pay that $35 fee, but you will pay that money back when you get your check. Y'all looking like
Okay.
what?
No, I'm hearing it.
Nah,
I'm
that's good. That's good news.
absolutely.
And it's overdraft protection. So
Right.
it's not like you stealing from anybody. And then, especially for those who go get those loans and you gotta pay all that money back. Because when you go get a loan at the check cash place, if you get 500, you're gonna have to pay what, 750 back?
Yeah, it's a whole lot of money.
Yeah. So not borrow from yourself. And so somebody said that's not a cheat code.
I mean, it really is a cheat code, you know what I'm saying?
Just, I guess, if you don't know, I suppose.
Baby, it got me through one time, baby. I'm telling you. Here we go. They should say, always pay your tithes. Hallelujah. Keep God first in everything you do. Choose his will over yours all the time. Watch what you speak in the atmosphere, no matter how you feel. So she didn't just preach the whole sermon on God. Thank you, Deja.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. My cheat code: make your home as comfortable as possible. All the bells and whistles come in handy when it's time for saving and locking down. I love that.
I think that's a good one too.
That
Coming prepared. Preparation is a cheat code.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Preparation. I like that.
That's why I always stay locked in on the snacks. Always read up. So I think I get some.
Nobody else got
Absolutely.
Y'all don't want to share y'all cheat code.
I don't really have any.
If I had something revolutionary that I wouldn't
even tell y'all.
If you don't know, Google. That's my cheat code.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Google is not always the correct. And see, that's what
it's a chat AI, Gemini.
Y'all think everything is at your fingertip where you can just go and Google something, and that takes away from the research part and the knowledge that you can really get from something and finding it and researching it on your own instead of allowing somebody to tell you something and you run with it.
It's always a time thing. I don't got time to go to the library.
With a book. Never buy a house unless you can earn some kind of income off of it. Example, first-time home buyers, empty nesters, buy multi-family and not single family, rent the others. Or if you buy a single family, create a space where you can use that part of the house to make income. Example, Airbnb your garage and turn it into a small loan. You say that all the time. You have said that.
Yeah, get that tax write-off.
For sure.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, that tax write-off.
Instead of buying a regular
For
house,
sure.
like a multi-family home, you live in one side and then make the other side resources. They should say, let's go back to relationships. No.
I know that's what she was waiting on.
No. Never burn bridges you may have to cross one day. That's good.
That's good.
That's a good one too.
For life are hidden in books.
I like that one too.
Read.
Read.
Not Google. No.
Well, you do read the passages and you read what Google tells you. Absolutely. I think researching is also a great tool, and using Google is researching.
It's research, yeah.
It's a resource. So
it is a resource.
To just sit there,
And Google, they have a lot of books on Google.
And saying it's like Google is cutting out the learning, you could Google how to
learn,
and they'll teach you. You can absolutely Google how to learn, and there's learn how to learn.
we're headed to the end, but I have a couple of more questions. So
That's
this is
great.
what I really want to know. What's something that your parents or grandparents or your aunts and uncles that have said that didn't make sense when they said it, but makes perfect sense right now? Y'all act like we ain't said nothing.
Here's the thing. I was gonna say I know I've experienced it before, but nothing is immediately coming to mind. You gotta, you gotta give me a second.
Nothing.
Now, you just put me on blast. Now everybody
Right.
knows that I don't listen well.
No, it was
Hmm.
nothing that you were told before or as a kid that you're realizing like, oh my
You could
goodness.
argue y'all were just making a lot of sense back then or something. Maybe that's what it is.
Perhaps.
Right, everything made sense.
So the
Well,
math was
at
mathing.
the time you don't think it makes sense, but you realize. So let me tell you something that didn't make sense to me as a child, but now I understand that I have a child. My mom used to, if I would introduce her to a friend, and that not just have to be a guy, just anybody, she will be able to say, "Oh, that's not a good person for you." I'm like, you don't even know them. How can you know that if they're good? But oh my goodness, Raylan was playing with a girl down the street. I said, Raylan, that is not, and it hit me like, oh my God, that's how she was. And you could call it woman intuition, you could call it Holy Spirit, discernment, whatever. It was there, and I picked up on this girl's spirit and knew she was playing and laughing, and I knew she was up to no good. Like, this is not someone that you want to be around. But as a child growing up, I couldn't understand. Like, you don't even know her. Like, you just met her. How could you even say something like that? Y'all never had epiphany of anything like that? Y'all didn't listen at
I
all.
mean,
I can think of a
uh,
couple things, I guess. I don't think they're all that great. Um, I guess one was like the group whoopings, where it's like, I get it, by association, you can get caught up in some crazy scenarios, wrong place, wrong time, being around the wrong people. That could have been explained. We didn't have to get group whoopings for it just because we was like, I got the message on that one, but
Off the first dude,
I'm right, like I said,
why is it coming with me?
and I didn't even do it. I was just there. I was like, yeah, I don't think
Yeah,
I don't think I needed that one.
let me tell
But
y'all something. I got a whooping for your daddy. I got a whooping for your daddy, and I wasn't even around. Like, I'm outside playing, and he almost got hit by a car. And mama whooped me outside in front of everybody. And I'm like, I didn't even know he was like, what you whooping me for? He the one ran out there in the street and almost got hit by a car. And she beat me. I ran so fast in that house, like, what the world? That's, first of all, that's your child.
But then
that
as
is
you got older, it all made sense.
right.
What you say, Brandon?
But then as you grew up, that's when it made sense.
No, it didn't
That's
make sense.
okay.
No. I'm talking
So
about
now
that.
she was,
I'm on Jalen. That didn't make sense.
yeah.
So I had to give him something that just didn't make sense. That didn't make sense.
Yeah, I mean, for me, there's always a lot of instances like that. There's always a couple. I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but it's always like when I'm in the moment, it was like, okay. Yeah, I remember that from when I was a kid. While when mom or dad was saying that, hey, that's the reason, or even just seeing it, happen to somebody else. I was like, okay, that's the reason why
Mhm.
they said not to play in the street. I don't know, something like
Mhm.
that.
I think my
But
main thing was just like the slowing down, growing up thing. I think that's kind of just wrap all
Oh
mine in a bow.
yeah,
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah,
yeah.
because now I see what this growing up thing really entails.
Yeah, nah, being a kid was dope
Yeah,
yeah,
in
it was actually
comparison.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, I love not having any responsibilities. I remember.
Absolutely.
Look at this. You was outside, so you shouldn't have been watching them.
So she's doubling down.
That's that generation.
Well,
Okay.
where's you at?
Okay,
Ooh.
thank you. Okay. Sometimes what they say? No, sometimes you have to look for the things that wasn't seen.
Oh,
Mm,
okay.
mm, mm.
I think they go back to that elder mentality. I think we should
Yeah.
get away from that.
Yeah, he's trying to be deep, but no. Oh,
It's like, all right.
Sometimes you have to give a whooping to get a whooping.
Right. Try to bring it and make it. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
there's something there for sure. There is a deeper meaning. And now, whew.
is it something that you wish you all were taught as a child?
Something I wish I was taught as a child.
Like it's like, dog, I wish I was taught this.
Probably like programming or
Programming?
an instrument, something like
Oh,
that.
oh, okay.
Um,
Google it. Oh, okay.
right.
You taught an instrument. Okay, cool. Go ahead,
Mhm.
brother. You have something you wish you were taught?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Cause yeah, I mean, anything I say, it was like, yeah, it was. That was taught. You just ain't listen. So I probably was taught a lot of things. I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Can I ask, do you have one in your mind already, Annie, that you could maybe lead off with? Or no?
Um,
Like something
something
that
that
you wish you were taught as a child?
I have a lot. Um, but I really wish I was taught um, how to really save and as a child. I wish I was
Mhm.
made to save.
Yeah.
Uh, I was told
Right.
that you should save, but I didn't know what that looked like. Um, so I wish I was really taught like how to do it so I didn't have to try to figure it out when I became an adult. And so I feel like I'm behind in doing it. I can save, but I just feel like I would have had so much more had I got that particular knowledge. And also another one is investments, um,
Mm.
like what to invest in, knowing different stocks and just different investments, how to invest, where to invest, how long to keep it there, when to move it, like those particular things. So it sounds like money
Mhm.
making things, but um, I,
But yeah,
that's
finance knowledge.
oh, Janine put balance in a checkbook and cursive writing.
Yeah.
I think we were, because if
Yeah.
that's
Cause
our
they.
age group, we were kind of like one of the last people who was
Yeah. We the
taught
last
cursive
to do
writing.
cursive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
before they got it
Yeah.
out of
Now
the
it's
school
gone. Yeah.
system.
These kids nowadays, I tell them to sign their name and they just writing their name.
Just print.
Yeah, they've taken it out of the curriculum, unfortunately. Yeah. So I'm gonna beat you so the judge and police won't have to.
That's a good way to
Okay.
put it.
Okay. All right. And then Missy said, that's what I told my son. So these people with sons, that's why y'all get beat so the judge won't have. So that's why I got beat so
Mhm.
the judge would, I guess. Um, I mean, they don't teach these kids any of that. No, I know
Mhm.
they don't.
No.
And she's talking about cursive writing. They don't
Right.
teach cursive writing. I did. I teach cursive writing,
Well,
but
that's cool. Keeping it up, keeping it
yeah, I
alive.
did.
You
And I
know
like
what?
to sign a name.
I wish I would have learned or I've been taught how to cut my own hair. because there is not a lot of people on this planet Earth that know how to
True
cut
statement.
black people hair.
It is
And
true.
I would have saved a lot of baldness being able to do it myself. That's definitely one thing I could think of.
No, okay.
Good
I
answer.
was going to say how to save money, but they couldn't show us because they didn't have it.
Yeah.
Oh my
You
goodness.
know?
Okay. All right. They didn't have any to save. Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. If so, I'm going to end this, but I want to end it on a good note. You all are first of all, I want to say I'm very proud of you all as my nephews one, but as young black men who are really doing something productive with their lives. I was, and this is for Tyrone too. Very proud of the four of you in how you're growing up, how you're handling yourself, how you're responsible, um, like how you're not criminals and you are very respectful, and I appreciate that and I love you all for that. But I really want to know, as black men, when we're talking about, we're having conversation here, but what are some things that, and I've talked about respect, relationships, and even responsibility. But what are some conversations that you feel that black men need to have more often? What are some things that black men really need to discuss and have more often that will perhaps better them and then the generations to come?
Hmm.
I would say that it's okay to be emotional. That it's okay to cry. It's okay to confide in somebody. It's okay to ask for help. And that's something that our generation and that men, pretty much any generation of men, they are not good at doing, is either asking for help or showing their emotions, because I think that makes them look weak rather than it's just being human with natural responses to things.
Right.
Absolutely.
So
And
much.
to add on, your voice matters. Speaking up is not a bad thing. Talking is not a bad thing. Expressing how you feel is not a bad thing.
Hmm.
Being able to open up your mouth and voice your opinion is a part of being a man. So that's another thing to tag on.
Absolutely.
So we have,
Absolutely.
before you go, Jalen, we have being showing your emotions and being okay with asking for help and knowing that your voice matters. I appreciate those three things. Okay, go ahead, Jalen.
Um, I would say collaboration and somewhat of like the responsibility of each one teach one. So if you have something that you know is valuable, to share it, even if it's small, because not everybody learns at the same pace.
Mhm.
Um, it's not like linear in that sense. So definite. I think a focus there is good.
All right, so
Absolutely.
y'all saying young. So for those of the young men that are watching, those of you that have young men in your life, those of you that are connected to young men, um, they're not representing everyone, but it would be a great start to go ahead and let them know that it's okay for them to show emotions, and it's okay for them to ask for help. It is very much good to know that your voice matters and speaking up for yourself is a great thing. And then, no matter how knowledgeable you are, you're capable of teaching someone something. So each one teach one. So I appreciate that. Come on, in. I love y'all. Amy, baby,
Thank you.
baby.
Love you too,
So,
Amy.
Love
We
you.
those
love
are
you too.
so such great answers. I appreciate that. That's um excellent answers. Great answers. Yes. Love that. Each one teach one.
Absolutely.
I think they need to have more discussions about mental and physical health. Yes. Um, yes, that's good. That's good. That's
And I think that kind of ties into what Brandon was saying about the emotional part, because that's where a lot of men just feel like their mind just goes crazy because they don't know how to express that particular piece.
Mm-hmm.
I've learned, and y'all know how old I am, and I'm not ashamed to say, as a 52-year-old who interact with men in their 50s and 40s, and I would say Generation X, interacting with, having friends and stuff like that. We were really um, adamant about, and I said not us, but the generation over us were really adamant about telling the young men don't cry, stop crying. And because of, and I'm not saying that's the only thing, but I think that was such a root in placing it into their heads that they are not supposed to cry. And not all emotions require tears,
Mm-hmm.
right? But
Right.
just to say that men are not supposed to do this, that carried them, which should let us know your voice and what you speak have so much power, and
Yep.
what you say to children have them growing up and actually believing it, not just believing it, but acting on it. So
Mm-hmm.
now a lot of relationships are broken because men are not vulnerable enough to know that it is okay for them to show any type of emotion and still be manly,
Yep.
and still be um, a man. And not so much as crying, but they don't want to show that they're sad. They don't want to show that they're frustrated. They don't want to show that they're let down. They don't want to show that they don't know.
Yep. Because
And
all of those fall under that weak category.
it
Mm-hmm.
does. And that's why there are so many of our men that are like that. And because they're like that, they don't know how to teach the younger
Hmm.
generation that it is okay. What I do like about these generations, like the millennials and the Gen Z, is they know that I don't have to do what you did because that's what you did, or
Right.
I don't have to do it because it's ritual. It has to make sense to them. And that can go on a good way or a bad way. But what I do know is that breaking these generational curses, the first part is knowing I don't have to do it because you did it. Tell me
Yep.
why. Why did you do that? And if you can't explain why, then why should I continue to carry on something just because you said so?
Yep.
So I appreciate you all for being really in tune with your emotions. That is so great. Amy is so proud of you all. And I mean, it will begin to break cycles.
Yep.
Definitely in our family, it will break cycles of curses and word curses. Because you won't continue to say that because you don't believe it.
Right.
Um, so I appreciate you all. I appreciate you all. I appreciate you all. Let me see what they're saying
Yes,
over here.
ma'am. It's been a pleasure.
Annie, can I chime in on what you just said just then?
Of course you
But
can, sweet
I
baby.
feel like that's where the disconnect is when you said when they ask why. I feel like that's where the disconnect is because when they ask why, there's not going to be a response to the why.
Mhm.
Because then again, where we talk about the weak part, talking about because a lot of times they don't know, and that's not a good answer.
Right.
Yeah.
And they don't have an answer to give. So it's you're asking me why much rather than you asking me why. Why are you asking me?
Right.
They really don't have the answer.
Something that this is another thing that I refuse to pass on to the upcoming generation is that saying because I said so.
Right.
No. And as an educator, what I've understood about that statement is either you don't know,
You know.
which is why you're saying that, or you're not willing to teach it. And what that does is stunts the comprehension and understanding and creativity of a child. Because when you ask them why they did it, that's why they say, I don't know, because you didn't teach them that there is a cause to every effect that goes on.
Yep.
There is a reason why you're doing something. So you beat them because they say, I don't know why I broke it. I don't know why I did that. Because you didn't teach them when they asked you a question, you always said, because I said so, instead of explaining it. Like, get somewhere and sit down. I want you to sit down, because if you don't, you may hurt yourself. And I don't want to go to the hospital and stay 20 hours with you just because you won't sit down. So you need to sit down so you can be safe.
Yep.
No, they have a choice. Do I want to be safe, or do I
Or
want
do
to
I
hurt
want to go to the
myself?
hospital?
But sit down because I told you so. You're going to be like Brandon and Frank. They not going to listen.
What'd you say?
Right on.
So, Cepeda say he love you. Hey, Cepeda.
Love you too,
Thank you.
Beta.
Oh, you too.
A great group of men, aren't they?
We
I
appreciate
appreciate
that.
you all.
Thank you, thank you.
Appreciate you all for being open, honest, and sharing your perspective with us. Very
Thank
insightful.
you.
I agree.
Absolutely.
I agree. Before I let you go, is there anything else you want to, one thing you want to say before we go? You want to stamp it? Is there anything?
Thank you, Andy. I just want to tell everybody out there that love yourself. You matter, and if it's rough, if you had a rough day, to just reach out to somebody, have that conversation. You don't even got to talk about your day. Just have a conversation with somebody. Right? You don't need to wallow in your sorrows. You don't need to be alone. Reach out to somebody.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll chime in. Being vulnerable is not a sign of weakness. Speaking up is not a sign of weakness. Expressing how you feel is not a sign of weakness. Being a man, I personally feel like you're just shunning yourself out for something that could absolutely help you go somewhere further than where you ever thought you would get to. So, and that's just speaking from a testament of myself. Being able to grow up and develop these new habits, these new ways, and new places of understanding with certain situations and certain scenarios. Speaking up is okay. Expressing how you feel is okay. Maneuvering in a different direction than what you thought you were going to go in because this is what you were told you were going to do. It's absolutely okay. So I'll just say, be you to the fullest of being you, and just let that be you, and you just stand on exactly what that is.
Thank you. You're a preacher
Absolutely.
for a long time. You're a preacher.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay.
guess my little last tidbit would be love learning, learn something new every day about yourself, about your interests, lean into your interests, and yeah,
Yeah.
learn.
Learn. That's right. Live and learn. Okay.
Live, laugh,
All of
love.
you all look alike and laugh alike. Genetics free.
Mhm.
Do we all look alike? Yeah, I guess so. These my babies. They birthed them for me, and I helped raise them. So this is what people said. Awesome young man. Thank you for sharing.
I
Absolutely.
appreciate that.
Great advice. This was really good. We need more good young men like you all. We sure
I
do.
agree. I
Oh,
agree.
thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
thank you. So I agree.
So, thank you all for hanging out with us. Hey, look forward to next month's show. Next month's show is going to be, I have my nephews this time.
Mhm.
I'm going to have my niece next month.
Check it
So,
out. Check it out.
look
Absolutely.
forward to that
Looking forward to
show.
that.
Um, I appreciate it. If you all just look forward to it. Listen, this is the end of the year. Lord have mercy. Did y'all know today grandma's birthday?
I didn't.
You didn't
Uh,
know today was grandma's birthday?
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
birthday.
Happy,
Grandma's
Absolutely.
birthday. You saying happy birthday to? Okay. Okay. All right. You guys are awesome. This was the best. Powerful young man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Love you, nephews. We love
Love
you
you
all
too.
Love you
too.
too, Auntie.
So you all to hey, don't forget to get your gear.
Mm,
Your what is it called? Merch. Come on,
merch.
Merch. Absolutely.
Merch.
Get the merch. Like,
get the
subscribe, all
merch.
that good jazz.
Like,
Yeah.
subscribe. Go to manifestwithteacher.com. Don't forget to use that um, promo code Black Friday. It is good through December 24th. Get it all in. I love you all. I love you all. I love y'all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Hey, and Merry Christmas or Happy
Mm,
Hanukkah. Happy
Happy
holidays.
holidays.
happy
Happy
holiday.
holidays.
Enjoy
Hmm.
that, all the festivities. Enjoy your family, friends, and love. Peace, joy, and happiness to you all. And we're out. I'll see you all next time. Bye.
Watch out, world, I'm coming through. Watch out, world, I'm coming through. Watch out. Moving serious life, love, lost, have no fear. Just keep pushing me.